Hey, Shalom, giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. A sincere Shalom Labakarium Shal Yash Allah. That's peace to the elect of the nation of Israel. Got a lot of chaos that's about to take place, while the majority of the people, I would say a good 60 to 70% of Babylonians are trying to enjoy their Labor Day. There's a lot of death that's going to take place tonight, a lot of destruction. The Lord said, as a thief in the night, he shall catch them off guard. You're enjoying a Labor Day, you're broke, your kids broke, your mama broke, your auntie broke, everybody broke. Everybody doing bad. Everybody suffering. There's no relationships in the earth. No one trusts each other. There's no loyalty. Right? People about to hit their breaking edge. They at the point of no return. You got women falling in love with artificial intelligence. Men falling in love with artificial intelligence. I just heard a report. I'm getting off the plantation right now. I just heard a report where they said suicide rate is about to increase because they don't know if they're speaking to a human being or a bot when they get on these relationship sites. And these AI bots are convincing people to go out and do all kind of heinous crimes and, off themselves. It's getting bad, and we at a point to where ain't gonna be no more turning a blind eye to this. Ain't gonna be no more ignoring. Oh, I don't see it. I'm gonna stick my head in my telephone. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna just work it out, right? I'm gonna drink myself to death. I'm gonna eat myself to death. I'm gonna smoke myself to death. I'm gonna party myself to death. Whatever, sex. Nothing is gonna ease the pain because the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, is entering into this earth, and he's about to pop everyone's reality. You're witnessing prophecy in real time. Okay, we got this story, and this is prophecy right here. Just went out to Chicago. They trying to fight back, and this is going to be one of many cities that Trump deployed these National Guard troops with rifles. They just signed an executive order. Chicago, I think it was over the weekend, if I'm not mistaken, for the police to disobey direct orders from the president. To disobey direct orders to stand down. Basically, do not help the military. Do not help the government. And that's a struggle for power. So right now, you're going to see this is going to increase. This is going to bring forth that civil war that we've been warning you about. That there's going to be a civil war coming to Great Babylon, like prophesied. And you people, you're going to be caught up in the midst of this. You're going to lift up your head, try to get some fresh air, to shake it off, right? And you're going to wake up, and you're going to lift your head up, and you're going to try to deal with reality, and it's going to be too late for you. This is Matthew 12, verse 25, and Yahweh knew their thoughts, and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Let me just NLT this, because I'm sure it says something about civil war here. It says, this is Matthew 12 and 25 NLT. Yahweh knew their thoughts and replied, any kingdom divided by civil war. And this is going to be a power struggle, because that's what this is all boiling down to. And this is one great big psyop. They all down with the program, but it's happening in real time. And the average citizen, you out trying to enjoy your day off from the plantation, from a hard working week that you got to go right back to tomorrow in a few hours, right back to hell, trading in your sweat equity for $0. You can't pay the rent. Your food bill is increasing. You're 2 checks away from living in your vehicle. Yeah, while you worried about that, You got bigger things that's coming to this land, man. Big, big, big trouble is on its way. Yahushua knew their thoughts and replied, any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed. America is doomed. America is doomed. The Lord going to turn these National Guard, whether it's them, the Marines, whatever they decide to bring in, because you know they really want to get to the dark military, to these mercenaries they got waiting. That's what they really want to get to, because they know a lot of these National Guard soldiers, they're gonna stand down when the going gets rough. They some of them may open fire on American citizens, but a lot of them not going to do it. Say they don't even want to be called to duty right now. They got to leave their full-time jobs and patrol Washington, D.C. They got to patrol Florida and, you know, Chicago and places in New York State. They don't feel comfortable about that. We see the complaints. But they ready to bring in these immigrants that cross the border. So they going to need some type of chaos. Time is short. Time is short. So Yahushua knew their thoughts and replied, any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed. A town or family splintered by feud will fall apart. And we're watching Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, Egypt, Assyria, Nineveh. These are the code names in the scriptures. Sodom and Gomorrah. These are the code names for Babylon. We're watching it fall apart right in front of our face.
The Chicago mayor laying out new executive orders. They say that these will limit the Trump administration and their capability to send in the National Guard.
I'm signing an executive order today that will launch the Protecting Chicago initiative. This is a project that builds on the months of preparation that we have done that has led up to this very moment. This order affirms that the Chicago Police Department will not collaborate with military personnel on police patrols or civil immigration enforcement.
Now, listen to that. Take that really deep into your
psyche.
Psyche.
Run that back.
Order affirms that the Chicago Police Department will not collaborate with military personnel on police patrols or civil immigration enforcement.
So that's the power struggle. Because this word is coming from the top, and this is when, you know, you're going to start seeing separation of this United States of America. You know, word getting back to the governors. Well, let's pull out of the union. Oh, yeah, it's about to go down. So you thinking that the men of the Lord, we wasting time with these videos? Oh, by the way, these videos won't be available real soon. How about that? Since you want to heckle and say, oh, you know, y'all all been saying this for years. That's okay. You're on your own. You're on your own. If you don't get this, and what did the scripture say? Knowledge and wisdom should be the stability of time. We're going to get right back to that video. If you don't get this in your system, now you taking medicine, and they say give it a few days, let it get into your system. That's these scriptures. You better let this understand and get into your system, because this is about survival. Now, knowing the times is a serious thing. To know what time you're in. But what's more serious is kissing the sun and repenting and getting with Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua and praying that you're written in the Lamb's Book of Life. Because we're going to need miracles real soon. We're going to need divine protection. Because this is not something that we're used to, especially here in America. You're not used to, you know, people running down the street shooting military fully automatic AKAs, man. M1s, M2s, grenades. We talking about live grenades going off in the streets of America. You talking about people fleeing, groups of people by the 20s and the 30s. You talking about tons of women on a hideout, kids that haven't eaten for days, stores boarded up. Forget about delivering medication. All these psychos that's going to need their drugs, they off the medication, they coming out the hospitals. The prisons are loose. Oh, you know there's going to be riots in prisons once the prisoners get a whiff of what's going on outside. What do you think they're going to do up in these prisons and these damn cells, man? They're going to rebel. So the Lord got a great, great rebellion that's about to come to Babylon. And here you go, dragging your feet with Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua and repenting and coming to the Lord while it's still time. Because the men of the Lord, is the only ones that's letting you know what's going on through these scriptures, man. But this Trump blowing, this alarm that's being blown, it's a short alarm. Eventually, you shut off the alarm once the trouble is here. This is Isaiah 33, verse 6. And wisdom, see that? And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. What wisdom and knowledge? The testimony. Knowing what time you're in. The Lord said there's a time and there's a place for everything. What time are you in, Jake? Are you in a time to be lollygagging, laughing, dragging your feet, thinking everything's okay? No. This is Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 NLT. For everything there is a season, a time for every activity under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to harvest, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down and a time to build up, a time to cry and a time to laugh, a time to grieve and a time to dance. So what time are you in, Jake? Huh? Jake not weighing out the time because you just thinking this is just another time in history of America and the white man is going to pull it all together and we're going to get over this like our founding forefathers did, and we're going to get back to the Negroes and Hispanics being slaves and the white man taking vacations, and we're going to multiply jobs and our degrees are going to matter real soon and I'm going to buy my first home. No. You're in the kingdom that's prophesied in the book of Daniel to take a fall. You're in a time when Yahushua, the son of Yahweh, is on his way to claim planet Earth. You are in great danger. This is what they should be telling you. Not get the news and stuff is good, but they should be telling you, you are in great danger from the wrath of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. The Lord will not spare you, your kids, your grandmama, your wife. Oh, he definitely ain't going to spare you women. You think the enemy going to let you know that? No, we telling you this. But you don't want to listen to us because we look like you. We sound like you. We smell like you. But that's okay. Because when Noah entered into that ark and that door got shut, that rain started to come. It's about to rain. And it won't be water this time. It's about to be fire, man. So once again, it says, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. You still trying to embrace the enemy. This is the time to get with your power. Our power is Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. But we only know the elect will be the only ones to take heed, man. So we bless the Lord that he dragged us into this. The Lord actually, he kidnapped us and pulled us into this truth here and separated us from our old life. And call all Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua for that. Because we were so caught up with this Babylonian juice, the wine from this kingdom, you wouldn't have just came on your own. The Lord got to snatch his men and his women from out this world at this time. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability. And when you go into this word, stability in the Hebrew is I'm a one, which is faithfulness of thy times. Of these times, you're in a time of great danger and strength. So knowing these prophecies, having a testimony, repenting, being covered with the blood of Yahushua, knowing what's going on in the heavens, knowing that this kingdom is falling. It just ain't the white man king. The system itself, the heathens, all of them is falling. The new ruler is on its way. Knowing that will stabilize you. But we know only the elect going to take heed. And strength of salvation. Salvation is entering into this earth. While death is coming, salvation is coming too. The fear, and this is a gift here. It comes with the faith. Faith and fear. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. And we found that treasure, or rather the treasure has found us. But as you can see, the division, the power struggle with these states, with these cities, is on.
Will not collaborate. They're saying the police will not work with the federal government to keep an area of our nation safe. This executive order at an official level is nonsense, because if the president deems it necessary to send in the National Guard to reinforce law enforcement, and the law enforcement there is directly stopped from working with the National Guard, then you will see the president to the country send in the Marines. As soon as they send in the Marines, everything is going to change inside of that area.
It's lucky.
Be my new favorite
For these commercials
that works 5 times faster than pills. Check
All
out
right.
Rougiette Ready.
Yeah, commercial.
Just code me.
Chicago Police Department will not collaborate with military personnel on police patrols or civil immigration enforcement. We will not have our police officers, who are working hard every single day to drive down crime, deputized to do traffic stops and checkpoints for the president.
Okay, so if the police officers are working to drive down crime every day, but they're not stopping the criminal activities that are happening inside of their area of operation, then who is the police department really working for?
We do not want to see tanks in our streets. We do not want to see families ripped apart. We do not want grandmothers thrown into the back of unmarked vans.
But that will happen.
We don't want to see homeless Chicagoans harassed or disappeared by federal agents. And so this executive order makes it emphatically clear that this president is not going to come in and deputize our police department.
So it's
Now,
about to
it's not
get
with-
real serious now. Now we see the increasement of these prophecies about to take place. Let's be for real. You know, there's certain areas in Chicago, it's a mess, man. There's a ghetto and, you know, there's a hood and every ghetto, every hood, however they say it. You know, these YNs are everywhere. And they was given a pass for years. Keep the crime going. You keep these police officers with jobs, man. You get rid of the crime. You got to get rid of all these government jobs, man. That's supported by crime. So crime pays in America. Let's be for real. So, but why are they trying to act like, wow, do we want to get active at this time again? Because we know this is all a setup, man. This is solution. What is it? Pressure from above, pressure from below. Create the problem, analyze the action, right? Then bring in, or analyze the reaction, then bring in the solution. You know? So they want the chaos. They want the civil war. They want the police to not do their job. They want the National Guard to stand down, say we not taking it this way. They want to bring in the Marines and then some. They got people over the Marines' head, man. They got all type of government, shadow government, shadow police officers, mercenaries, basically, that they about to bring to the forefront with masks on. Look at ICE. ICE running around with masks on their face, man. They're not even revealing their identity. Where they do that at? When did this start? So were you arresting people, but you got a full mask on your face? So you tell me that these prophecies are not walking off the book, man. Yeah, the time of Jacob's trouble is going to be serious. And a lot of y'all like going home to see your kids and, you know, eating dinner and seeing your loved one. This is the time of separation. The Lord about to separate Jake from their families, man. This is about to get real crazy. This is 2nd Ezra 15:14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. This word woe means destruction, devastation, pain, horror. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth near. Now, when you click on this sword here, I just want to read a few definitions. Because we know a sword to be a blade, a steel blade, right? But sword goes into quarrel also. To disagree, as you can see. You know, this government, that you know, they're a house divided. To have a dispute. To bicker. To be at odds. So that sword goes into to be at odds. That what brings out the physical gun or the knife. It starts with being at odds. It says to lock horns, to engage, to fight, to do battle, conflict, man. All this go under the sword. To put to death, to murder, to slaughter. But it all starts with the bickering and the quarreling, man. And the conflict and the disagreements. You heard what that mayor just said. He telling his officers he signed his own executive order, and that's going to spread. That's going to spread. They're going to be blasting this, if not this week, next week, because they starting the confusion. So your time is running out, man. Your peaceful Labor Days, niggas out there at the Jamaican Day Parade. Are you serious? The damn Jamaican Day Parade? Wasting money? All the disease that's running through the earth? All the adultery? The Lord about to sit a lot of you people down, man, permanently. And we'll see you in the kingdom. But the Lord about to sit a lot of you jakes down, man. Right along with them, you Edomites and you damn heathen. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword, the bickering, the fighting, the troops about to come in. And their destruction draw near. We close. Yeah, we keep saying, we gonna keep saying it. Because we are close. The hell you think is going on? Are you not watching the world? We are close to the end, man. And we ain't going to stop saying it because it makes you uncomfortable. Because guess what? We just telling you this from our mouth. But wait till the trouble make you uncomfortable. Wait till they put their hands on you, your woman, your children. And you screaming, I got rights. And they're going to hit you with the butt of the damn gun right in your damn big ass lips. They're going to show you how much rights you got. You got the right to get your ass in this car, or we going to throw you in. You know, a nigger always screaming, I got rights. Your destruction draw near, and one people shall stand up to fight against another. And swords in their hands, man. This is where we at. The people about to start going back and forth. Because like he said, you might want to see their grandmothers throwing in the trucks, you know, they snatching people off walkers and wheelchairs. And, yo, this thing is about to get messy. But these are all warnings. You've been warned. This is how Babylon ends.
Without purpose, that they placed an individual in here on the left side of the screen that's wearing a t-shirt under a sports jacket with his sports jacket pulled to the side so that you can see this t-shirt that says no human being is an illegal. Well, any human being who acts criminally is a criminal. You have laws that are set up in your city and state. You don't like those laws, you go to another city and state. Some laws are fairly harmless. Some laws are very harmless. And so it is the job of the
None of
federal
Esau
government
laws are. None of Esau laws. These are unrighteous decrees. Every law of Esau is contrary to the law of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Now it works for this kingdom, and we under compliance, Romans 13, you know, to comply with the law. You know, you got lights and, you know, but let's be for real. These are wicked decrees. They got all kind of loopholes. They let murderers go, rapers, extortionists. I mean, you name it. And it ain't going to be so easy to just say, well, I don't like the laws of this city, let me just flee to the next city. Nah, those days are done. All that, I'm about to move to Canada. Well, your ass better get going. What the hell you waiting for? You got these nations talking about, I'm going to go back to my country. Well, you better get going. I got this security guard that work at one of the buildings I go to. And he from, I think he's from Guyana. You know, he listens to certain news channels and we'll chop it up here and there. Man, I'm ready to leave. I said, well, you better buy your ticket. You know, because, you know, these people, you can tell, you know, these people ain't going to repent. They just scared. They just don't want to be here because they say they see the end of America. And I seen him, I ain't seen him in a few weeks. So when I recently saw him last week, you know, he said, man, I done bought my whole family tickets and we done got the house going and they're getting ready. Everybody ready to run. Everybody ready to run. You know, but you come into a town, ain't gonna be no airports about to close down. Train stations about to close down. They ain't gonna be validating your passport. Nah, you stuck here, and the Lord created that because you got to be here for this punishment, man. Ain't gonna be no damn escape real soon. It says, for there shall be sedition among men. And when you go into this word sedition, we back in 2 Ezra 15 and 16. You look up the word sedition, this is what we got here. Right? This is sedition, insurrection, rioting, revolting, right? Civil disorder. Look at that. Civil disorder, man. And we know that's about to take place. And you're going to wait to the civil disorder. You know, Jake, I'm going to fly out to my country now, and you ain't going to be able to go nowhere. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. And they shall not regard their kings, which are these governors, these mayors, the president. You see, they listen. Ain't nobody going to be obeying what the hell the president say. That's why they going to need these soldiers. Nor princes. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city. You heard what he said. If you don't like this city, you should go to the next city. Nah, it ain't going to be that easy real soon. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. The Lord cutting you off, man. You know, like you say, cut the ring off. The Lord cutting these states off. He cutting these cities off. You stuck right where you at. This is the time to repent. We waiting for miracles, man. Ain't nowhere to run. Ain't nowhere to hide. Let's be for real. This pain gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be in Canada. It's gonna be in South America. This pain it's gonna be in China. This pain is in the Middle East, man. The Lord is judging Babylon. He's judging America, the head, but the Lord judging planet Earth, man. This is the time of the Lord's great judgment on earth itself.
Chicago is a part of Illinois, which is a part of the what? United States of America. And those states are united, brought together judicially under the order of the President to the United States of America, the federal government, and they do fall under the purview of the military. That is to keep law and order inside of the country. So we are looking at a very dangerous time soon. I want to make sure that you check back at 2 p.m. this afternoon. You're going to see what else
but
is
I said on that,
happening
you know, he's constantly going, you know, these preppers are watching, man, because they see the writing is on the wall. So what are you doing? Are you preparing your mind? Or are you just sitting back enjoying your Labor Day, dragging your feet, acting like everything is okay? Okay, you know, when you was a kid, they tell you to close your eyes, put your head up under the blanket, and the monster gonna disappear. This ain't it. The monster ain't going nowhere. It's getting close. It's about to snatch that cover right off your damn head. That's that phone. You got Negroes walking around the earth that got their head stuffed in their phone, watching their favorite show from the 80s. All that shit about to stop, man. You're gonna be faced with the same reality we faced with. We facing it through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Shit, this is it. Yeah, if you ain't got the Lord, this is a scary time. Shit, if you don't got no faith, if you don't know what you're gonna do, yeah, it's scary, but you still gonna have to face it. You being scared of it ain't gonna stop. Because this is about the Lord said a time like no other, man. So a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Listen to this. We know what's going to happen. You heard that, mayor? You know what this is going to turn to? These citizens and these ghettos, they're going to bound together. They're going to start fighting the National Guard. They're going to start fighting the soldiers, man. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Ain't going to be no pity. Excuse me, can you grab that for me? You see my package come in? Oh, yeah, I got you. Every time your package come in, just knock on my door. Ain't going to be no more of that. But I got mine, I got yours. You better get out of here before I take what's yours. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, those guns, and spoil their goods. And a lot of these soldiers are going to be doing this. They're going to be coming in, taking medication, taking women. You women been running around butt naked with your nipples pierced. Okay. Okay, you like your ass out, right? Well, it's going to be out permanently. And a lot of you are going to be put to death after the deed is done. Oh, that's in the scriptures. The women shall get ravished in the worst way. The Lord ain't playing. If you ain't got that mark, that tawah that you read about in Ezekiel 9:4, your ass is in trouble, man. I don't know what the hell you thinking. It's coming. And spoil their goods. You prepping. You got a nigga running to the supermarket right now. Look at that new, well, let me go give me some tissue. Yeah, you're doing all that for what? It's going to be taken from you. Stolen. You might not even survive to use it. It's going to go to the elect. Food ain't going to help you in a time like this. Money, Bitcoin. You don't tell me about no damn law. Ain't none of that going to help you. Only Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, because this is all the wrath of the Father. You just think this is randomly happening. No, the Lord is putting it in the devil's head, Esau, which is his sword, to come down. It's time for the Lord's sword to start swinging. And you the victim. And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread. Yeah, the bread about to dry up. Food stores. Ain't no more 99-cent stores. It's $1.75. Look at Dollar Tree, man. Oh, you think that's something? Wait till them tariffs really start kicking in around the time of your shitty ass Christmas. Excuse my language. Around this damn crazy Christmas, man. You wait and see the struggle. They talking about, oh, tourism has went down this year. Less people came. Yeah, less people came to New York to see that stupid Statue of Liberty. They over it, man. People over this crap, man. They over America. They over the lights and glamour. They see it was all a smoke show, man. So they're not spending money to come here to a place that's corrupted and ran by confusion. They try to stay in their own prospective areas and struggle there. So it says, because of the lack of bread and for the great tribulations, great tribulation. We keep telling you, we keep blowing this trumpet. It only takes one time to be right. You wake up one day, and guess what? You're going to be gasping for air. Oh, my God. I can't believe what's happening outside. The phones ain't working. What you mean the phone ain't working? The phones ain't working. You don't know your own area. You so used to GPS, you can't even make it down the damn street because you're so used to this electrical map. You don't know how to walk. A lot of Jake not walking. You can't run. You're out of shape. No one sticks together. No one don't even talk anymore. So you don't know how to properly communicate a sentence. Oh, it's going to be bad out here. The Lord has set this place up for destruction, man. And that's why we wake up happy every day. Every day that the Lord pulled us out of this confusion, man. And cleared up our south. And got us prepared for the battle through the Spirit. Prepared through the Spirit, man. Knowledge and wisdom should be the stability of that time for this battle that's at hand. Because boy, oh boy, it's going to be a battle. The survival of the fittest. And that fit is through the Spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua. We in great shape, man. We in great shape on the side of the Lord right now. And a lot of people going to try to get on that side. But it's going to be, Matthew 7:21. It's too late. The doors of grace have closed. It's over. The punishment is also, time is short. You can see the rebellion is about to start. Don't look at today. Oh, it's a nice day today. The weather's perfect. The girlies are out. I just bought a new car. Oh, it only takes one day, 24 hours for everything to change and collapse. And it's coming, giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who told us this truth. A sincere shalom, labakarium, shah yashala. That's peace to the hopeful elect. Peace to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.